All right, one question for each game. Jamey, Indianapolis is at Jacksonville. Big game. Rank the top 3 wide receivers in this game. Indianapolis at Jacksonville.
Michael Pittman, Jacoby Myers, Alec Pierce.
Heath, you agree with that? Heath, you are muted.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things. Jacoby Myers, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce.
Okay, so you're going to swap Pittman and Myers. Pittsburgh's at Baltimore. Starter sit, Lamar Jackson. 3 straight games with 7.2 or fewer fantasy points. 1 touchdown pass in his last 4 games. Jamey, starter sit, Lamar Jackson.
Still start. A lot of it is FOMO with him, but doesn't have a great history against Mike Tomlin, and we're probably going to see a lot of running for Derrick Henry.
Heath, next game is Houston at Kansas City. Starter sit, Patrick Mahomes.
He is also still a start. I like him better than Lamar Jackson. You have reason to be nervous, but I think you stick with him. I agree with Jamey. I think you stick with Lamar also.
This is a terrible quarterback week, isn't it?
Yes.
It's pretty rough.
I couldn't believe it because I was like really surprised that they have Mahomes this high. And only one quarterback has had scored more than 23.9 fantasy points against Houston. Oh no, that's the most. That's Baker Mayfield. That's the most. He's the only quarterback that scored more than 20.5 fantasy points in 6 point per passing touchdown leagues. But then I was looking at the rankings, I think maybe Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Where I'm going to go, he should be ahead of Mahomes. Sorry.
Yep. No, I've only got 7 quarterbacks projected to score 21 and only 11 projected to score 20. So
wow. Yeah. All right. Cincinnati's at Buffalo. I'm guessing 2 of those guys are in this game that you'd start over Mahomes. But Khalil Shakir bounce back?
No idea.
Yes. Feeling it.
No idea.
It's hard to say that there's a lot of trust here with 2 of his last 3 games have been so bad.
Yes. And I could easily see this being a game where Buffalo runs the ball 35 times.
Yep.
I'm going to 40 to do this better than I did it on Beyond the Box Score. Give you a visual of why I like Khalil Shakir, but I'll come back to that. Miami's at the Jets. Jamey, give me some players you would. Oh, no. Sorry. I skipped Denver at Las Vegas. Jamey, who's better, Ashton Genty or RJ Harvey?
I go back and forth with these 2. I think you trust that Genty's role in the passing game will be something of a savior for him because his running is not great right now. I lean slightly toward Harvey, though, just because I think there's going to be an opportunity for him to score and still get 3 catches.
Isn't it funny that, and I don't know if everybody has it this way, but my answer is actually Genty and full PPR, Harvey and everything else. We thought Harvey was going to be the pass catching back, and now Genty gets 8 targets every week.
Insane how many targets he's been getting. Heath, now to you on Miami at the Jets. Give me some players you would start Adonai Mitchell over.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm a good person to ask that because I believe I might be the high guy on Adonai Mitchell. But still, it's not a lot of great names. Brian Thomas, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Jaden Higgins, Cooper Kupp, Josh Downs.
Okay. How about like Adonai Mitchell over some running backs?
I'm the low guy on Adonai Mitchell now.
Yeah, you're the low guy, but just barely.
I'm going to move him up.
He's ranked between 29th and 37th for Dave, 29th, Jamey 36th, and Heath 37th on Adonai Mitchell. But how would you compare Mitchell to running backs like Kyle Monangai, who never catches anything, basically, and Woody Marks, players like that in a full PPR league?
I'd go start Mitchell.
All right. And finally, we've got Tennessee at Cleveland. I was going to say, are we pumped for Quinshon Judkins? But we are. So, Jamey, are we pumped for Harold Fannin?
Low-end starter. Again, he's been a good floor option because he's been 8.4 PPR points or more in 4 of his last 5 games. So he's not hurting you at that position. But some of the upside has been missing from him, except for last week when he found the end zone. So 2 touchdowns in his last 5 games. You hope that happens again. The Titans, the last 2 games, 2 of the last 3 games have struggled with tight ends. So low end starter, but it's so funny. Like, this is the position that feels like it has as much depth as any. Yeah. It's really interesting.
He's pretty much led the Browns in target share all year long, but it's been around 19 or 20% most of the year. I don't know. It's just 2 games, but in the 2 games Shedeur Sanders has started, Fannin has a 27% target share. Nobody else is over 17. So you're going to need 27% because they might throw 20 passes.
All right, let me show Khalil Shakir here.
Oh, okay.
His route participation rate,
Okay.
sorted, and just look at the scores, right? So look at the bottom. The bad route participation rates are 26-7 win, 30-10 win, 40-9 win, 44-32 win, 31-19 win. Okay, we're getting okay here. So that's what I noticed with his snap share. When they blow opponents out, he barely plays. He plays like 50% of the snaps when they blow out opponents, which has happened quite a bit. Competitive game, better for Khalil Shakir.
I hope it's a competitive game. I think that there is a significant blowout risk.
Really? Okay.
Just because the Bills, like what the Bills are good at defensively is stopping the pass.
Yeah. It's true, but it's not like the Bengals can't run the ball.
They have run the ball better in the second half.
Yeah. Like 5 of the last 6 games, I think we're talking really good rush average for Chase Brown.
When you need your sports news all the time,
we've got breaking news to bring to you.
CBS Sports HQ gives you a snapshot of all the sports that matter to you. When you need your sports in a snap, find it on CBS Sports HQ, streaming free anywhere you are.
One question for each game. Philadelphia at the Chargers. Dave, is this going to be a good game for fantasy? What do you think?
I'm nervous about it. I don't know if it's going to be a very good game. We've got an Eagles team that scored 21 or fewer in 4 straight games. This might be the toughest defense the Chargers have faced since like week 3 when they took on Denver. The total isn't very high. I've got some concerns about it being a bonanza. I don't think it will be, actually.
I've made a decision just now. There will not be a game of the week today.
That you're so full of it.
No.
You are so full of a certain type of mushroom.
None of these games deserve it. None of them on today's slate. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right. Something's coming. I even gave you the rope to do it,
Dave,
earlier on this show.
You didn't do it. You were unavailable. You were unavailable for the Wednesday show. We previewed the Thursday game. You took away my game of the week. I can't.
Actually, I was gonna tell you, if the game last night had lived up to expectations, you should have did like a
retroactive game of the week. That would have been hilarious. Why didn't you do that, Jamey? That would have been hilarious.
Because it wasn't the game of the week.
Yeah.
It was the Jahmyr Gibbs of the week.
All right, Chicago's at Green Bay. Can you trust Jamey? Can you trust the Chicago running backs?
Trust? No. Start? Yes.
Okay. Let's go to New Orleans at Tampa Bay. I'll stay with Jamey here. Are you going to start a Bucs wide receiver in this game?
I'm starting Ibuka no matter what. So even if Evans comes back, I still think Ibuka's worth using as a number 2 receiver. And the best games that he's had this season have been when there's been some level of an alpha for the most part. Early in the year, it was the best games with Evans. Not starting Godwin outside of 3 receiver leagues, and I won't start Evans probably at all.
Washington.
He'll be a starter in 3 receiver leagues.
Okay. Washington's at Minnesota. Dave, is there a must-start player in this game?
There's a bunch of players that are likely starts, but to say like a top 12 player or a top 5 tight end or a quarterback, no, there's not. There really isn't. But no, stop it. Justin Jefferson is still a number 2 wide receiver. There just weren't enough wide receivers that I liked better. So he's in that mix. Zach Ertz in PPR is a top 12 tight end. If you squint real hard, maybe Aaron Jones will make the top 24 at running back once it's clear that he's going to play. And wait a minute. There is one must start. Terry McLaurin.
Oh, well, gosh, have you seen the wide receivers against Minnesota lately, though?
I'm just buying into McLaurin with an upgrade at quarterback. He looked amazing last week. I can't get away from him.
Yeah. Jackson Smith-Njigba just had 4 targets, but I understand. Who's a better start at his position, Jaden Daniels or Terry McLaurin?
It's a close one.
All right.
I would take Daniels.
I think I would too, but I like them both.
All right, the Rams are at the Cardinals. I'm operating under the assumption that Trey Benson is not playing. Starter sit Zonovan Knight.
Low end number 2 running back.
Certainly better if DeMercado remains out, but
Oh yeah.
I agree. I think, again, I don't know how many times I've said this on this show, and I mentioned again yesterday. Like, I think it's 2 games since Benson has been out where he has not gotten at least 9.4 PPR points. And so if that's the floor, you'll take that as a flex all day long.
Yeah.
13 or more PPR in 3 straight, touchdown in 3 straight, 3 or more catches in 3 straight. And this is a high scoring game, I think.
All right, that's Zonovan Knight we're talking about. And Seattle's at Atlanta. Dave, starter sit Ken Walker.
Reluctantly, you'll start him as a number 2 running back.
A lot of involvement in the passing game lately for Ken Walker. We're going to hope that continues. All right, Sunday, join us as we help you set your lineups from 11 a.m. Eastern until 1 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/fantasyfootballtoday. If you're not busy Sunday morning, why aren't you hanging out with us? We have a good time. We answer a ton of questions. We give you some clarity, and we'll obviously check the weather too, because I don't know that there's any bad weather this weekend, but there's a lot of cold weather. Cincinnati at Buffalo might be bad. Oh, man. Come on. All right.
Could be a snow game.
Yeah. It's so cold today. I hate you guys in Florida. I hate you.
I mean, I'm wearing long sleeves.
My son, we're going to a baseball tournament in Central Florida, and it's going to be, I mean, we had to pack like sweaters and stuff, like 65.
How much?
Like 65.
Yeah. I understand with my family, when it's 65 degrees, they're like, I can't even go outside. I hate you. All right. And then, of course, vote for us, please, at the64.com. Final round. The voting begins today. We're in the championship. Let's take it home. And we have advanced past the Tony Kornheiser show. We've faced some really, really stiff competition, and now we have the power trip in the finals. So please vote for Fantasy Football Today. Go to the64.com. It's so easy to vote. You've gotten us this far. Let's just go ahead and finish it.